this kind of like acts almost like a ratchet right here. So when you turn, it fits in, and when you turn, it backs it out. So it's almost like a ratchet. This is a Craftsman. I had this for years now. I don't think they make these anymore. It's kind of neat. As you can see, the bolt is backing away. Like I said, this is a if I give this a level of difficulty of this job, it's I'd say a medium. But if you have a impact gun, use it, because it's a lot of, well, I don't know about impact gun now, because
impact ratchet, space. I mean,
yeah, ratchet, or there's no space limited in here. If you want to have a neighbor, a good neighbor like I have one here, then we here's the second one just taken out. Hey there, Charlie.
Whoa, don't.
Look, I cut his hair.
Looks good.
I like the spine.
Yeah, you like the spine?
I'm going to get you a present.
All right, have a good time, babe.
Now I'm going to press this thing back in to do the two top bolts.
And it's a 3/8 drive ratchet.
Yep. Since I broke loose earlier, so it should be easier to come apart now. I am somewhat lucky, I guess, in a way. I've seen other videos that others had done theirs on the A6. I've seen on multiple people have done it on the A6, and they have a lot of difficulty trying to get the wheel bearing out, because it is so theirs is so crusted in here, real dirty. They had to fight with it. They had to struggle. They even had to get a wheel bearing pulley to help me get it off. I seen one where they just take one piece at a time. They took the hub out by using a slide hammer, and I didn't like that idea, and I was kind of afraid of doing that, even though I'm just doing the whole assembly out, which is kind of what I want. But the good thing I have is that, as you can see, as I'm loosening up the bolt, it's separating. I was kind of happy when I saw it on the outside. I did that, and it all may have fall apart. Yeah, I didn't have to struggle to take those apart. Just like this side. But then again, I have it's a 2014, but I only have 76,000 miles. And we live in the North Carolina, so we don't have all the salt that up north do. I think those people that I saw, they live up north, and they deal with all the salt and all these other grimes and dirt that's been built up on it.
Do these go out often? These wheel bearings, are they a recall item?
Or? When I was searching around for wheel bearings and stuff, and I just happened to come across a website I forgot what's the name of something car, and they had they're saying that Audi has some issue with the wheel bearing going out prematurely due to the fact that it's the manufacturer, when they made the bearing, they didn't pack enough grease in here, and I'm not sure if that's true or not. That's just, you know, something that they said. I was a little hesitant to get the manufactured wheel bearing from that. Here's the third one, and the fourth one should be right behind it. So I was kind of hesitant of getting that. If I went in a different brand, there are different brands out there. Like I said, it all depends how much you want to pay for it. I don't really need it. I'll just pop it out right now. It's completely loose. So here it is. I anticipated to do this job a whole day, from sunrise to sunset, but I think that it may not be the case. And thank my neighbor for helping me out on this. We help each other out, working on cars, you know, pretty much anything we could possibly think of. But this is our first time doing this video here, and let's see how many people watch this and how many likes we get. Maybe we'll start a little video ourselves. But so this is it, and now I'm just going to put a little bit of grease in here just to help me fit the new piece in. I'm just putting around this edge right here to help slide it in. This is the high temp grease, because I know we're running this on the wheel bearing and it gets warm, gets hot, and I want to use a different grease in here where it might seize up and may cause a problem later on. I got this at AutoZone. It's $5. This can probably gonna last me forever. So there you go. Mine must have gone really bad. I know my car was humming for a while and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. And
you said it was just a humming sound?
yeah, the sound is droning. So you're gonna hear the sound at low speed, and it will change as you get high speed. When you get to on a highway, I guess it depends on how bad your bearing is. It gets to a point where it hums constantly, and when I brake, I can hear the grinding. And I had troubleshooted it for a while, and I was pretty sure it's a wheel bearing, but I wasn't sure it's the front or back. And so I brought the vehicle into Audi to have them checked out, just to confirm what I think. And that's what they told me was my two back wheel bearings was bad. And they said they heard a noise pretty bad in the back. So that's when I decided, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do the job myself when they tell me it's $1,200. So,
how much would you say you got in material and tools?
the wheel bearings, the hub, and all this, it's what's it, around 200. And then tool kit that I just bought there, that's $17 from Amazon. Then some other stuff I purchased from here. I say totally in all about $250. All that.
That's a
And
good saving.
that saved me at least $1,000 right there. And you know, especially if I like working on this stuff, you know, doing cars and stuff, I don't mind doing it. So it's well worth it to me. But to someone else, I don't know. Someone has the money for it. Hey, your time is more valuable, I guess. And but like I said, I like working on cars and do other things to it. Speaking of working on cars, my neighbor had brought something up to me and mentions to me that I had told him, well, in the past, about a year ago or so, that I will put a light LED emblem on the front of my Audi. And first time I got it, and it advertised as it will fit my vehicle for my year. It didn't. I bought it, it didn't fit. So I returned it and never looked at it again. Well, he brought up my attention again about 2 weeks ago. So I went back online and searched some more. This one, I found one where they advertised. They gave me the measurement of my front emblem, and it matches what my measurement was. So I'm going to give it a shot. I ordered it, and it should be here, I guess, either today or Monday from eBay. When that thing gets here, I guess we'll do another video of installations and how I hook it up and see how it looks. Now, what I did on this right here, I seen some other bolts online that they were selling. They had some blue Loctite on here, but these didn't come with it, so I went and bought me a little. This is the Permatex blue level, which is a medium Loctite. So I'm gonna apply it on here, and I'm go ahead and start installing it back together. So like I said, once you got this bearing out, you're pretty much halfway there. Now you're just doing an install, put everything back together the way you took it out.
So what are you going to torque those down to once you get them out snugged up?
According to what I found on Google, these will torque down to around 80 pounds of torque. And once you torque up to 80 pounds, you put a mark on your nut right here, each one of these, and you got to turn another 90 degrees turn on top of that 80 pound that you just torqued. That's just their Audi's recommendation to torque your wheel bearing bolts. So now I'm going to knock this out again. We're supposed to, when we tighten this thing up, we're supposed to cross them. I don't think I did that on the other side. I forgot about that. But we're supposed to torque them like if I start here, first torque right here, and then my second torque will be on this pattern, and then my third one will be here, and my fourth one will be down here.
All right.
So then you will make sure that all your wheel bearings are fitting in all the same. So the bottom wall is the difficult one. Lay down this in here.
And for some of you who might want to cut your video short, everything as far as assembly process is in reverse of what you did to take it off. So
Yep.
basically he's just tightening everything down. We're going to torque it down, then we're going to reassemble
All that we have taken out. So now I tightened the two bottom one already. Hold it down and doing the top. Oops, wrong way. All right, here goes. Okay, that's one. second one. So now, on top of that, we're going to have to do a 90 degrees turn after the 80 pound torque. And where is my
White out.
get a marker or something? Something. Let's put a dab right there. Dab right there. Go back in and use a.
Okay, maybe your marker.
I'm second use a.
Sharpie.
Right
Right there. Better.
No, I got that already, so we can see that. So we need to use some sort of ankle bar or something. We can like adapter to help torque this thing.
So you've already torqued it to.
Yep, we already torqued it to 80 foot-pound. Now we're just going to turn 90 degrees. That's what Audi recommended. I don't understand why they just give us a total foot-pound torque. 1, 2, 3.
I had to pause this and
Okay.
we'll get that done.
So now we're already done torquing the 4 bolts for the wheel bearings. I'm using this old axle bolt again. When we put the hub and the bearing back in, the axle went in a little bit. So instead of using a brand new bolt, I'm using this old one right here to screw it in and try to pull the axle back out a little bit. I don't want to use this bolt yet until we actually install it in, and I want to screw it in and out, messing with the thread. Maybe weaken the thread a little bit. So I'm going to find my.
Right there.
Where the hell is my?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Just kind of turn and pull the axle back in. Oh, out. That's towards me. That's it. Alright, everything looks good. Everything's tightened. So now we're going to put everything back in. I'll make sure my sensor, the speed sensor, is clean. And reinstall it. So we're pretty much home free now. Basically just a reinstall everything. Design.
Yep.
Move it out of the way. Into a bracket. These right here just kind of hand tighten. You don't need to be real tight about it. So go. So now, next thing is we're gonna put the dust shield back on. So, dust shield back on. From this point, I am very, very happy now. Because all the difficult part is done.
If you like the video, remember to give us the thumbs up. And if you don't, let us know what you didn't like so we can
Improve ourselves.
Yeah, make better videos.
And I think there's maybe 2. If you guys liked my video, give me a thumbs up. And I have, like I said, there's 2 other videos I may be putting up, depends on how this one goes. One, like I said, I'm gonna put the my LED Audi emblem on. And 2 is I have another project. It's quite a bit. I'm gonna have to change CV joints for my wife's 2011 Lexus RX 450h. She has another issue on her car. I've been trying to troubleshoot for a while, and I think I finally narrowed down to where this is not upright. It's not the bearings, the wheel bearings. I was afraid of that, but it's turned out to be the CV joint that I'm going to have to replace, and that's going to be another big job. I'm going to need my neighbor again. And whenever he works on his videos, we'll do that too. We'll make videos on his vehicle. He has more vehicles than I do.
One of the vehicles that we're probably going to do eventually is changing the oil on a 2015 Range Rover. So we're going to do that without draining it from the bottom. We're going to do that from pulling it out the top. Extracting it out.
And don't forget to get brake cleaner. I forgot to do that when I went shopping for the rest of the stuff I need to get to do this job. Well, I got everything but that, which is silly of me. Oops. Okay. I need to replace that anyway. It was stripped last time. But so now the brake's back on. Got all this gunk in here. We had a heavy rain last night, so we got a little rust on our brake disc. But that will clear away after we'll do a few run. Now, next thing is the brake bracket. Now what I do is take the brake pads out first, and so I'll fiddle with that. I'll get everything back in. This bolt. Uh-oh, where's the other bolt go? There it is. So the short one is on the bottom. So yes. Oh, whoa, watch it. This way. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, without my neighbor, I can't do shit.
I think this is worn him out for the day.
Now, I'll put the brake pad back on. Now the pad's back on. The brake Caliper's gonna be back on. Oh. I'm not sure where you guys are from, but we're in North Carolina. We get a lot of rain lately. Okay, caliper's back on. This is your the brake pad sensor. Back onto the brake pad, and I'm putting in the last 2 bolts for the brakes. This piece right here go up top. I don't know why they make this one so big for this particular one. And the bottom one is a small little bolt. This is a 13 millimeter. Ooh, I don't have to worry about watering my grass. Crazy.
Wow.
Okay, all done. Everything's good. Last thing you gotta do is put this bolt on. Now, this is gonna be a little tricky on this one here. You have to bolt this up to 150 pounds of torque. After that, you load the vehicle, make a mark on here, and turn on another 180 degrees to fully tighten the axle bolt. So now, we're going to do this. So, I always get a bird. So now I'm just kind of hand tighten it. And now torque it with 150 pounds. Oh, hold on, make sure it's not that. Yeah. Here it goes. Let's put this one. Don't scratch my car. Yeah, put a whole body weight on this thing just to get it. Okay, so now let's torque down to 150 foot-pound torque. Now we'll put the wheels back on. And that should be the end of putting the wheel bearings.
And again, if you like it, subscribe. We'll give you more material.
Yep. Let's torque to 90 foot-pound. Last one. There we go. So now everything is up. It's fine to put everything together. Now, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jack the car back up, take my jack stands out. I had 2 underneath, one right where the jack stand normally sits, and I have another one right underneath the cross membrane, just for security, just in case that one doesn't hold up. So I'll go ahead and lift it up and remove those jack stands. And slippery. Slowly lower it. this down. And the last piece, most important piece, is that to torque. Well, we already torqued that already, so we don't have to turn 180 degrees on the bolt. So I'm going to use this white out again to indicate where we start off and where we want to end. So I'll put a mark right there. So, 180 degrees, that means I'm going to go from that mark up top down here, which is from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And that should complete the whole job. So, now, we'll put this in. I'm going to need an extension. Where is that? 8. And a breaker ball. And a pipe. Just for leverage. Hopefully I can do this on my own. If not, my neighbor and muscle, that will help. Okay, here goes. Oops. One more. Alright, that's good. Okay, so as you can see, that's close to 180 degrees. That's good enough for me. So, there you go. Wheel bearing replacement for a 2014 Audi A7. I think this should pretty much work between 2013, maybe 12, all the way up to 2018. I think that's where the auto body was saying until 2019. That's when they changed the underline of the vehicle. So subscribe and let us know what you think. Thank you.